anonyeli ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile ọ jazi ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị bụ Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ibu ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na mmanụ ọnwụ anyị. Amen.
Nyaju odibo nwanyị nke ose bụrụ ụwa.
Ka o rere m ka isi kwuo.
Ekene Maria ijupụtara na gracia ose bụrụ ụwa nọnyeli ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile ọ jazi ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị bụ Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ibu ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na mmanụ ọnwụ anyị. Amen.
Okwu emela arụ.
O wee binyere anyị.
Ekene Maria ijupụtara na gracia ose bụrụ ụwa nọnyeli ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile ọ jazi ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị bụ Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ibu ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na mmanụ ọnwụ anyị. Amen.
Dọbara anyị ayọ ọnne nke Chukwu dị asọ.
Ka o wee too n'aka nkwa nke Kristi.
Ayịyọ anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu ka erinye Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwari site n'afọ ya na obe ya wee bata n'otuto na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị nwere anyị. Amen. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere n'ụgara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi kpazụ n'ike na ndokwa.
Good evening and welcome to EBEONADI103.5 FM News Update today, Friday, the first day of November 2024, and the time is 3 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Shuku Ekeze is my name. The headline: Minimum wage, Soludo labor leaders meeting ends in deadlock. Local government poll, Abia bans movement of humans vehicles on Saturday. Ebonyi gets new Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps state commandant. Group condemns attempt to demarcate Enugu International Airport, calls for investigation. Victor Osimhen to exit Europe after Galatasaray loan. Germany seeks forgiveness for Nazi crimes in Greece. Now, details. Minimum wage, Soludo labor leaders meeting ends in deadlock. The meeting between Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo and leaders of organized labor in the state over a new minimum wage for the state workers ended in deadlock on Tuesday. The governor allegedly failed to fulfill his promise of paying the 70,000 naira minimum wage the federal government declared earlier this year after negotiations with labor leaders. Newsmen gathered that during the Tuesday's meeting, the governor reportedly said a level 9 worker would receive less than the 70,000 naira. The development angered the labor leaders who nearly staged a walkout on the governor, despite the fact that some other states like Rivers, Lagos, Enugu, Ebonyi, Ogun, and Delta are paying beyond the federal government's 70,000 naira. Anambra has reportedly pegged its minimum wage on the same amount, but newsmen gathered that Soludo might be heading towards a showdown with the workers over his inability to fulfill his promise. Some labor leaders told our correspondent yesterday before the continuation of the meeting that they were not happy with the governor's body language. Local government poll. Abia bans movement of humans vehicles on Saturday. Ahead of the forthcoming local government election, which will hold on Saturday, the Abia state government has restricted the movement of people and vehicles during the elections. According to the state government, the restriction will commence by midnight on Friday and end by 4 p.m. on Saturday. The directive was announced by OK Kano, the Commissioner for Information, on Thursday. By this announcement, only those on essential services will be allowed movement upon the presentation of valid identification cards. The state government warned all residents of the state, including markets, motor parks, and other business centers, to adhere strictly to the restriction order, as defaulters would have themselves to blame, as security agents are well prepared to ensure the strict implementation of this order, he stated. Ebonyi gets new Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps State Commandant. The Commandant General of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Abubakar Audi, has deployed Francis Obinna Nnadi as the 20th Commandant to Ebonyi State Command. While assuming office, Nnadi, who succeeded Dr. Willie Etim, vowed to fight crime and criminality in the state. He described his posting to the state as a new dawn, urging the team to support the command to protect the lives and properties of the citizens. My predecessor has passed through Ebonyi with some legacies. I will also pass through Ebonyi. I am one person that doesn't believe that there is anything impossible in the security architecture of this country. We have come of age. I will stop at nothing to make sure that Ebonyi is safe. All hands must be on deck to make things happen. I'm here to hit the ground running to continue from where my predecessor stopped. We have a mandate, first of all, for the protection of the lives and properties. It is basic. Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps, as we know, is civil in most of their activities. We assure Ebonyi people that my coming on board is going to be a break of a new dawn. And honestly, I am available round the clock to attend to the security needs of the state. Nadi stated. Group condemns attempt to demarcate Enugu International Airport, calls for investigation. The Enugu Good Governance Group has found out what it described as a deliberate attempt to demarcate the Akano Ibiam International Airport, saying it was unfounded and unhealthy rivalry taken too far. The group, which was reacting to a report which claimed that the runway of the airport was in disrepair and that the facility may be shut down to avert a plane crash, however, commended the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN for timely rebuttal of the fake report. The group vented its displeasure via a statement issued by its Director of Communications, Mr. Chuks Onovo, on Wednesday. We wish to commend the FAN for refuting the fake news and clarify that Enugu runway is in good order and, in fact, among the best in the country. This claim, as FAN has clarified, is very much untrue. We have since established that said publication was the handwork of unhealthy competitors in a federal setting. We are determined to demarcate the Enugu, who are determined to demarcate the Enugu airport to show up their own fortunes. The group went further to call on the National Security Advisor Malam Nu Ribadu to investigate the false claim with a view to bringing the culprits to book. Victor Osimhen to exit Europe after Galatasaray loan. Victor Osimhen joined Galatasaray on loan from Napoli after links to Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain, and Arsenal didn't result in a move. Super Eagles and Galatasaray forward Victor James Osimhen might end up in the Saudi Pro League when his loan spell with the Turkish Super League side expires. The 25-year-old striker was linked with a move to Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain during the last transfer window, but Napoli was unwilling to lower their demands for a fee of 130 million euros, while there was interest from the Saudi League for the Nigerian striker and the ex-LOSC Lille man chosen to remain in Europe, joining Galatasaray on loan, while Enzo Maracas side still remain keen on bringing Osimhen to Stamford Bridge, the Napoli loanee made it clear that he see out his loan spell in Turkey before making another move. It is likely Osimhen would be head to Saudi Arabia at the end of this season when his loan with Galatasaray comes to an end. A return to Napoli is not on the cards for the 2023 CAF Player of the Year, as the Italian side are doing well under Antonio Conte, with Romelu Lukaku leading the front line. The club will also prefer to make sales to Saudi League teams in the upcoming summer transfer market, hoping to secure a significant fee for his transfer. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Germany seeks forgiveness for Nazi crimes in Greece. German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier asked for forgiveness on Thursday during a visit to a village that was razed by Nazi troops during their occupation of Greece in World War II. Steinmeier is the first German head of state to visit the village of Kandanos on the island of Crete. I ask for forgiveness from you, the survivors and descendants, for the grave crimes that the Germans committed here, he said. The Kanados was raised on June 3rd, 1941, as a reprisal against the Greek resistance for the death of 25 German paratroopers and the troops. It came days after Nazi troops captured the island. It is among some 120 martyr villages across Greece. The German president described the village as a place of German shame, stressing it was a difficult part for a German president to come to this place and speak. The brutality and cruelty, the inhumanity of the German occupiers, they take my breath away, especially today, he continued. And yet, you offered us the hand of reconciliation, and for that, I am grateful to you. The German president was greeted by survivors of the Nazi massacre. Some of the crowds shouted slogans addressing Berlin continued a refusal to pay wartime reparations amid shouts of justice, and the fight continues. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Minimum wage, Soludo, Labour leaders meeting ends in deadlock. Local government poll, Abia bans on movement of humans vehicles on Saturday. Ebonyi gets new Nigerian security civil defense corps state commandant. Group condemns attempt to demarcate Enugu International Airport, calls for investigation. Victor Osimhen to exit Europe after Galatasaray loan. Germany seeks forgiveness for Nazi crimes in Greece. You just listened to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Shuku Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Listen to news updates on EBEONADI 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. EBEONADI FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Napapoa When I was telling you, radio drama, Eric AJ Radio Drama, EBEO, Canada every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, EBEONADI 103.5 FM.
Now, if you move by finish of the
onye nke mere ama na-arụte anọ n'ụfọdụ oge ọ na-adịghị ka echezọrọ gị na m echefuola gị mba nọ nke afọ gbasị onye ka m ji zitere gị akwụkwọ ozi ekene anụnwa site n'aka ndị 103.5 FM. Oge ozi ekene bụ oge nnekwu ohere ejirịta ọra ma nwelekwa anwụrụ isonye n'usoro tii n'oge ozi ekene kwa ụbọchị Sọnde ọbụla ngwa ngwa ọkụ elekere 4 nke ụbọchị. Ị ga-enwetakwa anya bụ akwụkwọ ozi ekene nke bụ request card n'isi ụlọ ọrụ anyị dị na Lufi Residency Hotel na ncherịta iru Cape City Secondary School ka anyị tụrịta ọra.
How do you do, my
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at EBEONADI 103.5 FM with Martin is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to EBEONADI 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. I see the subscribe button back here. Thank you. We rock.